do that. And then either cut. I don't think we have enough synergy for Dungrove anyway. I just don't think we have enough synergy. I do still play Legacy. What do you want to see, Sharkbait? Last week's Brews Day Tuesday Sharkbait, I brewed a new deck for Legacy. Were you there? You're allowed to say no, my heart's not going to be broken. You are allowed to say no. You would not break my heart if that's the case. Savile says this is like a Bant company brew with a few different combos. Pretty much. Do you want to see it sometime, Sharkbait? After we get this tuned, I'm happy to show it to you, friend. Just run Tireless Tracker. Tracker is sweet in these big mana decks. I don't have any Overmaster. I want to see you run Doomsday sometime, says Ike. Seems good. It's probably really cute because this is just the prototype, but it might be sweet someday. You know what? No. We need to test the. We do need to test the. I wasn't mainboarding the Witness, but I like it. It lets me cut down on heralds. It does. The Witness lets me cut down on these. I've never really liked the mainboard Fiend Hunter. If I can get away from that, that saves us another spot, and then I get to run the Dungrove. Like, my issue is this Mirror Weave is just not going to go off if we don't run enough creatures that have 0. Essentially 0. This one, against opponents that don't have any force, it's essentially making all their dudes die, and ours don't. Actually, none of my creatures die, so the Dungrove is super sweet, because, like, none of our creatures die. We won't have to have activated a Gavany Township. Let's recurve this. Let's recurve this thing, and then figure out where we're going from there. It's almost where I want it. I know we've been brewing on this for a little bit longer than I said we would, and I said we were going to maybe play the Jeskai deck. Would you guys forgive me if we don't? Because there is an off chance that one of my teammates switches... I'm not saying that I'm going to play the Jeskai deck. There's potential that one of my teammates switches gears, like, last minute, like, as some of the guys bought into the deck, and, like, decides to play... for whatever reason, decides to play the Jeskai deck anyway, and then, like, me showing you what the deck can do kind of ruins their chances, so... I don't think I should show you what the deck can do, actually. But maybe. Play this, I can't Serene. I don't own the cards for it. We're still about 100... I'm still about 100 tickets off. We just had a very generous donation of 20 tickets and 15... We're a little bit less than 100 tickets away. It's the companies that are so expensive. They're 24 tickets apiece. I'm still so far away from this Serene. We can pay for the cords now. I can't afford the Archangel just yet, can I? No, I can. So we're just missing the cords and the companies. Anyway. Yeah. I hate keeping things from you, Irish. I know. Yeah, I can't play it, though, just yet, Serene. We were going to just talk about it. This is what I was going to unveil and show you guys Tuesday Brews Day. This is actually here on the curvature. Now, are we always going to... If you don't have the turn 1 mana dork, the deck curves completely differently. And that goes for all company decks or any mana accelerating deck using birds. The deck has a different curvature. It actually looks like this. When you don't have the accelerant turn 1, if you don't have a bird or a noble, it looks like this. Now, some of these decks trim on nobles, by the way. And there's nothing wrong with doing that. I mean, I like the curve a lot less. We've gone a lot heavier on 3s. That's one of the reasons why I chunked these in, because ideally these are also turn 2 plays. Ideally. So. And I mean, like, you can argue, like, is Gavany really here on the curvature? Isn't Cord here on the curvature? I mean, like, there's a lot of different things you can move around. Or, like, maybe you just put these in with the mana. I don't really want to be using that as my first land drop ever. Like, Township. Township could at best be, like, your second land drop, or you're just using it for this. So, it looks kind of like that. Jack says you got 25% of the way there in 30 minutes. I seriously appreciate you, Jack. Seriously, you and Mike, very kind donations. I mean, I appreciate you guys regardless of a donation, but you know what I'm saying, friend. Fox says we have Coco. We need lots of 3s. Right. I mean, you want lots of 3s. That's true. That makes perfect sense with company. That's very true. You want to load up on the 3s so you can hit some really spicy stuff like everything from Ruinator to others. I like Ruinator more than like I've seen some company lists. They run like the what was that, the 2-drop guy that's a 5/6, but he doesn't fly, and he also doesn't help us achieve the Archangels, either Archangel. Go for Mystic Snake. We're gonna maybe run the Mystic Snake. I like Snake. It's not. It has nothing to do though with the Coco. So let me screenshot this, and then I'm gonna recurve this based upon. Hang on. Why don't we make a command for this? And I can like update it as we raise more funds for it, so we can go like, and I could actually just make it a stream goal. Is the other thing we can do, but let me make a command. Thanks for the follow, Reno. Feel good. Kurd Bros, thanks for hitting that button. Welcome to the BSMG, my friend. Appreciate you. Welcome to the BSMG. What is that? That makes us 35. Yeah, we're 35 of 100. What? This number. We'll play it as soon as we get there. Okay. Goblet Guy says, Sean, props for playing Archangel. She sees play. Oh, which Archangel? Which one? You're talking about this one. What about Displacer? We don't have enough colorless lands to pull off Displacer, even though there's a Horizon Canopy. No, Canopy doesn't tap for colorless. Even though there's a couple Gavany Townships, I don't think we have enough colorless sources to pull off Displacer unless you run like 3 Township, and then maybe some like Pain lands. I don't think I want to do that, but you could. Displacer's cool. Displacer has a lot of value. We could get greedier with the deck, with the mana base for sure. Instead of running any Dungroves at all, you could shave the second basic force, and then you start looking at maybe adding some more colorless lands to pull off the Displacer. It's a thought. Thanks, greedy, but you could. Jack says we want about 6 sources. Yeah, like that's tough. Like we'd have to like make the mana like even worse, and the mana's pretty bad. I really shouldn't be running any Hallowed Fountain in this, by the way. I think Guild Mage seems like gas. Oh, Zemek. Yeah, that was a limited all-star. It's pretty cool. Guild Mage. The Guild Mage. Yeah, I mean, you can draw all sorts of cards all over the place. This is pretty cool. I like this idea. It's companyable, too. Oh, I like this idea a lot. Ooh, there's like the pretty one, too. Random full art. Well, they did that for a lot of the guild mages on Magic Online, actually. Yeah, this seems kind of neat. For like the draw mode, it seems kind of cool tech. I don't know, we could try it. I'm sure one of these needs to be sideboard. One of these cards should be sideboard anyway. Gotta be. Alright, Jack, I'm gonna cut the militant. Sorry, friend. And I'm gonna sideboard the. Somebody said they wanted to see a Trigon Predator, by the way. I think the Trigon is super sweet. Maybe a sideboard card, though. Yeah, I think Predator's cool. I'm not that excited about Spellskite, by the way. J-Bone, who's been jamming this deck for a long time, actually advocates against the Spellskites. A lot of company players do. It just depends. Yes, it is technically a company target. This also doesn't help any, like, this plan or some of the other plans. Like, and he said it's better just to have redundancy in the combo. Now, here's the thing. I can't afford redundancy, so actually we should be jamming Skites. Maybe even a 2 of. Like, one main, one side. That's true. I don't have enough, yeah. Let's sideboard the Stutter and the Click, Vanillion Click, and then mainboard this. cut some of the cuteness, which is that. I don't know if I need the negate after all. We can cut the Ambusher. I really like the idea of this card. I can cut it. Or just let there be only one spell skite in the 75. Still think Trigon and Militant could be good in a Wishboard, for sure. Kerbo says, I don't know if you like to borrow cards. I can let you borrow the chords and companies for the stream. I'm not using them right now. If you don't like to borrow, that's cool. I thought I'd just ask. Keep up the awesome stream. Kerbros, I would totally be down for that. Just make sure that you bug me, because we could play it tonight if I was able to get my hands on companies and chords. Because what Aggro, Fiend, and Mike donated to the stream should couple the Arc, easily cover the other things I'm missing, like Archangel and all these other like weird things I need to get my hands on. That would be freaking awesome, Kurt Bros. If you want to do that, that's up to you. I've never, and I don't plan on ever stealing cards. So yeah, we've returned everything so thus far. You just ask me, just like you can hit me up on here. You can hit me up on Magic Online. You can hit me up on Facebook. I've got a Facebook page. You can hit me up on Twitter. I am a real breathing person, despite what some of you might think. Some of you guys think I'm a robot. But yeah, just like Kurt Bros, just be like, hey man, dude, I need my companies, or hey man, I want all my cards back. Gimme. And I'll be like, here you go. That'd be really cool. Kira the Glass Spinner is super spicy. Ooh. Kira? We have to run, like, there's a lot of blue cards we're running now. We have to keep the fountain. Kira. Is Kira, like, more sweet than the spell? Actually, Kira synergizes with Spellskite. It's also another 3-drop. Ooh, Kira. Oh. Sharpate says he's an alien. Someone said run Kira over Glenn. I like Glenn in the 75. Glenn doesn't need to be main board. It also gets better after we bring in some of the other Fae, anyway. Let's cut some cuteness here. I don't need Canonist and Thalia. Actually, Thalia got cut. I should move to the sideboard. Ew. There we go. Aren't these like trying to do the same thing? We need to cut some of this. Hang on, we need to cut some of these guys. Those are all options for cuttage. One of these needs to be cut badly. Yeah, Kira plus Spellskite is gross. EOX says, I just got here but Mystic Snake. Yeah. Yeah, Spellskite plus Kira is gross. I'd love to jam this in like an event. This would be really fun. Note I didn't say good. It's a prototype. So it's something I've been working on. Do a core company version of Wizards? Yeah, you could WoW combo. That'd be pretty gross. Like blue-green Wizards. Blue-green company chord Wizards. Ugh. Wonderful. It is Kurt Bros. Dude, I appreciate that you trust me and the community here. That's all I can say. I think we should cut some of the one of toolbox bullets. We should just fortify things. Okay. I think Kerbros just really wants to see this deck in action. Dude. This is a big deal, friend. Ewok says Dungrove. Oh, it's here for the Mirror Wave. Don't ask. It's for the Mirror Wave. Will do. Good luck with the deck. Thank you, sir. We could jam a league after I get the rest. Dude, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you guys. It's kind of cool that you guys like trust me and the stream and the community here. Well, you guys would never let me steal cards. Not that I would ever do that. I'm not that kind of person, but Just it would never work. That just wouldn't work. It just would. It's not that